really, really funny, super talented. Please welcome to the stage, the one, the only Jeff Newman!
How are we doing tonight, Emerald Princess? Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody. My name is Jeff Newman, and tonight I'm going to mess with your heads. I'm a mentalist, which means I use science, suggestion, and good old-fashioned trickery to influence your thoughts, predict what you do before you do it, and even appear to read your minds. Some of you are skeptical. Don't raise your hands. I know who you are. I also know that at least two of you are sitting there thinking, oh, geez, the lights are up. He's going to see me if I get up and leave now, and I'm not going to get to the buffet. Oh, damn. And one of you thought about sex just now. Did you just scold him? Don't worry, sir, it happens to the best of us. I understand. Once I turn it on, I can't turn it off. I get it. But before we get into the show tonight, a couple things. First of all, we do need to take care of introductions. After all, like I said, my name is Jeff Newman, and I am from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Woo, thank you very much. Thank you, Canadians. But this is my first time in the Emerald Princess, but I have performed on shows just like this for people just like you all over the globe. So I am thrilled to be here tonight. So let's give yourselves a huge round of applause for joining us here tonight. The second thing we do need to take care of is something very important, something very serious. Before we continue, I need to show you this. This gentleman here, ooh, puns. This is something very important. This is something that I need to have somebody watch for the duration of the show. The lady in the bright flower, the yellow, what is your name? Laura. Can you see this from where you are? Yes, perfect. Laura, you have a very important job here tonight, and that is to make sure that at no point until the end of the show that I don't touch this, I don't go near this, I don't tamper with this, I do nothing to this. Laura, do you understand? You understand. Perfect. All right. If I get too close to this, Laura, I need you to yell, scream, make a scene. Basically, you're a human alarm system. Do you understand? Okay, let's give it a test run, Laura. Perfect. One more time. Wonderful. Now, Laura, since you have such an important job here tonight to make sure that you don't run off anywhere, this is for you. Think of this like the little flag you see in the back of pickup trucks and construction lots. This is so I can find you at any point. If you're worried about people behind you not being able to see, don't worry, it lowers down. You can also bring it back up. So that is for you. This goes everywhere you go, all right? This is so I can find you no matter where you are. So if you get up, move seats, get on stage, go outside, this comes along, understand?
Got it.
Perfect, all right. So that is so I can find you. Now, Laura, to recap, if I get too close to this, you have my full permission to jump up from your chair, climb over anybody and anything in your way, run up here and tackle me if I am too close to this. Do you understand? Perfect. You were a little too excited. Now, if any of you see a green balloon leave this room, you have my full permission to tackle Laura. All right. So now that this is taken care of, we can get into the show. So I do need one other person to help me out. So I'm going to go through the room. I'm going to find somebody to help kick off. This is also the point in the show where everybody desperately tries to avoid eye contact. I'm going to let you all in a little secret. If you can't see me, I can still see you. So we do need one person to help out. Let's go with the lady right here in the black and white stripes. What is your name? Pam, come on up. Give her a round of applause, everybody. Pam, come on up. Do watch your step. They're a little steep. Use your hands. We'll make sure that you have a hand coming up here as well. Perfect. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Great. We'll just get you to stand right here, right in the middle, just right here for me, please. Now, give Pam a round of applause, everybody. She's absolutely fantastic. Now, Pam, I do need your help, but I don't want you to do this alone, all right? So Pam, what I want you to do is I want you to look out in the audience and find yourself a man.
One that I didn't come with.
One you didn't come with, one you preferably don't know, all right?
Okay.
That gentleman's gonna help out. A couple tips. I want you to look out in the crowd, look for someone who looks like they're paying attention, they're making eye contact, they look like they can follow instructions. Basically, it's like picking a good husband, Pam. So who would you like that gentleman to be?
This is really hard. Okay. Let's get that gentleman that they're pointing to right there.
The gentleman they're pointing to in the green shirt.
Uh-huh.
Sir, what is your name?
Scott.
Sorry?
Scott.
Scott, come on up. Give him a round of applause, everybody. Perfect. So, Pam, we're going to get you to stand on this side of the table. Wonderful. We're going to need this for Scott here in a moment. Perfect. Oh, Scott stopped to put on his hat. How wonderful.
You wouldn't let me wear it over there.
Well, are you all right? Okay, perfect. All right, we'll just get you to stand on this side of the table. Perfect. So that is for you. So before we carry on, I do want to give you each something. Pam, I'm going to give that one to you.
Okay.
Scott, I'm going to give this one to you. I'm going to keep this one for myself. What is your name? Amy, just keep an eye on this, make sure it doesn't go anywhere, all right? That one is for me. I want you to take those envelopes, put them someplace safe, someplace I can't get at them, but someplace on you. Go ahead. Let me know when you're done. Done? I can turn around? Perfect. On the table next to you are 3 little wooden boxes. Now, inside these 3 little wooden boxes are 3 items I carry with me every day. They also happen to be 3 items I would hate to lose. We're going to play a little game, Scott, where you pretend to take them from me. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to turn this way. Pam, I want you to mix up those boxes. Put them in a different order, an order I couldn't know. Whenever you're finished, put them back in a row on the table. Say, stop, I'm finished, I'm done. Something to let me know you're satisfied. Go ahead. Done? All right, Scott, on the table next to you are 3 little wooden boxes, correct? Correct. Scott, what I want you to do is I want you to choose one box, just one. Whichever one you like, I want you to open it up, look at the object inside, don't take it out. Take a good look at the object, remember what it is, remember what it looks like, and when you have it committed to memory, close up the box and remember which box you chose. Go ahead. Done? I can turn around? All right. Scott, I want you to imagine that you are a mugger. Mugger.
M-U-G-G-E-R.
Yeah, M-U-G-G. Not a mother, different thing. All right. You see me walking towards you. You think I'm an easy mark. You walk past me, you bump your shoulder into mine, you reach your hands in my pockets, and you grab something. Oh, geez, not that, Scott, not that kind of show. You grab something else, Scott.
Which pocket?
Something bigger. You turn, you run. You find a safe place to hide, an alleyway, an archway, someplace you feel safe, secluded. You open up your hands, you look at the object you stole, the same object you just saw in the box. You have my keys. Open up the box you chose, take out my keys, and show everybody. Thank you very much. Back in the box. All right, we're going to take that one out of play just for a moment, Scott, so go ahead and pass that box to me. Now, Pam, there are now 2 boxes remaining, correct? Same thing. Mix them up, put them in a different order. Whenever you're finished, say, stop, I'm finished, I'm done. Let me know when you're satisfied. Go ahead. Done? Scott, there are 2 boxes remaining, correct? Same thing. Choose a box, open it up, look at the object inside, remember what it is, remember what it looks like, and remember which one you chose. Go ahead. Done? I can turn around. Same thing, Scott, you're a mugger, you think I'm this time you have my phone, show them. Thank you very much. Back in the box. So, it should come as no surprise, I know what is in the final box, and that would be my wallet. Again, 3 items I would hate to lose. Scott, we're going to make this a little more difficult. All All right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go back over to this table and we're going to bring back that first box with my keys in it. All right? The second thing, Scott, do you know what this is? Don't lie, Scott, you know it's a blindfold. Scott, I need you to put this on me. Go ahead. I am very sure, Scott. Oh my. You are very slick at this, Scott. You've done this before. All right. So, Pam, on the table next to you, there are now 3 little wooden boxes again, correct? Same thing. Mix them up, put them in a different order, an order I couldn't know. Whenever you're finished, put them back in a row on the table. Say, stop, I'm finished, I'm done. Let me know when. Do say it nice and loud. The blindfold does cover my ears. Go ahead. Done? All right, Scott, this time we're going to do this a little bit differently. This time, I do not want you to open any of the boxes, but I simply want you to choose a box and show everybody which one you're choosing by taking your hand and putting it flat on top of the lid of whichever box you like. Go ahead. Done? Scott, that box is for Pam. Pam, be careful not to shake it, but I want you to pick it up, hold it in front of your chest, do not open it, do not look inside. Let me know when you are finished. Done? Scott, there are 2 boxes remaining, correct? Same thing. Take your hand, put it flat on top of the lid, whichever box you like. Go ahead. Done? That box is for me. I want you just to place it on the paper pads on the table behind me. Do not open it, do not shake it, do not look inside. Let me know when you are done and back at your table. Done. The final box, Scott, that one is for you. I want you to pick it up, hold it in front of your chest, do not open it, do not look inside. Let me know when you were done. Done? Perfect. Scott, please come untie my face. Yes, you have to, Scott. Oh, good God. Not so gentle anymore, are we, Scott? Are you here with somebody? Where is she? Your wife. Where is she? I am so sorry. All right, so let's carry on. Let's recap, actually. Inside these 3 boxes are my keys, my wallet, my phone, correct? Now, Pam, you mix them up, you put them in a different order, an order I couldn't know, right? And then in that process, you also probably lost track of which item was in what box when you were done, correct? So you have no idea which item was where when you were finished, right? Right. And then Scott, you chose these boxes by your own decisions, correct? But you also probably lost track of which item was where when she was done mixing them, correct?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So you also had no idea which item was in what box when she was done. Correct. So therefore, you also have no idea which item wound up where when you were finished making your decisions, correct?
Correct.
Correct. I want you both to imagine that same situation. You're a mugger, you think I'm an easy mark. You see me walking towards you, you bump your shoulder into mine, you reach your hands in my pockets, and you grab all 3 objects. You can see them vividly and clearly in your hands. Pam, you have my keys. Scott, you have my phone, which means this box should have my wallet. Pam, open up your box, take out my keys, and show everybody. Scott, my phone. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, in the end, I kept my wallet for myself. Give these 2 a huge round of applause. Thank you so much. Now, before we send you back, before we started this little game, I gave you each something. I gave you an envelope. Just for fun, let's get them out. I'll take mine back as well. Thank you very much, Amy, for watching this. So go ahead, take them out. Let's find out what's inside. So go ahead, open them up. Inside, you'll find a folded sheet of paper. I want you to take it out, but don't unfold it just yet. All right? On 3, let's unfold them, show everybody what they say. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. As you can see, Pam, I knew you would wind up with my keys. Scott would wind up with my phone. And ladies and gentlemen, I will keep my wallet in the very end. Give these 2 a huge round of applause. Thank you so much. You may head back to your seats. Well done. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Pam. Do watch your step. There we go.
Thank you.
Perfect. All right. How are we doing? We having a good time? Yes. All right. Laura, how is this? Still safe. Doing good so far? Perfect. All right, if that's the case, let's get into it. Let's get into some real mind reading. After all, that's what I do and what I do well. And that's why tonight I brought along these. Some little white cards and some golf pencils. So I'm going to go throughout the room. I'm going to pass these out. If you get a card and a golf pencil, I need you to do 2 very specific things. So go ahead, take a card, take a pencil, pass them along the way. The first thing you're going to do, if you have a pencil and a card, you're going to draw something. Now, it can be anything you like, as long as it follows 3 simple rules. Rule number 1 is that it's something simple, something that doesn't take too long to draw, 5, 10 seconds. All right, so take a card, take a pencil, pass them out. Rule number 2 is it needs to be something unique, something when you see your drawing or something similar to it, you're like, yeah, that's the thing I drew. Rule number 3, no dirty pictures. You all laugh, but if I don't put that last rule in there, I just get 12 little white cards with dicks back on all of them. Once you are finished your drawing, so take a card, take a pencil, pass them out. Once you are finished your drawing, underneath your drawing on the same side of the card, I want you to write down a word. Now, it can be any word you like, as long as it is unrelated to your drawing. For example, if you draw a house, do not write the word house. Something different, something unrelated to your word. Once you are finished, turn your card face down. Do not show or tell anyone. Take a card, take a pencil, pass them over. Thank you very much. Perfect. So, do we need a recap? Yes. So, if you have a little white card, on that little white card, you're going to draw something simple, something unique, no dicks. And then underneath that drawing, so drawing, and then right underneath, you're going to write down an unrelated word. Once you are finished, turn your card face down. Do not show or tell anybody. Now, for the hardest part of the show, does anyone have a $20 bill? I promise you will get it back. But if you have a $20 bill in your pocket, your purse, your wallet, wherever it happens to be, I want you to dig it out, hold it up nice and high, and say, yes, I have one. Do we have one? Yes, I've heard a couple yeses. Where are we? Let's see some hands. Let's see some. Hold them up. Where's that $20 bill? Let's see them. There's one right there. And I thought there was one over here as well. Perfect. So we got a couple. Laura, I'm up to you. Do you have Canadian? Do you have American? I'm happy with both, sir, as long as I'm getting paid. So if you have a $20 bill, hold it up nice and high. Let's see where they are. So, Laura, I'm going to give you the choice. We have a handful of $20 bills popping up in the air. There's a couple behind you, a couple over here. Laura, which $20 bill would you like us to use? The guy in the red. What is your name, sir? David. David, do you have a $20 bill? Yes? Now, David, is American Canadian? American? Okay. So what I want you to do, David, I want to be very clear about something. All right? I don't want to touch your $20 bill. I don't want to go near your $20 bill. But I'm going to ask you to do something very specific with it. Okay? It's going to seem silly, but I promise there's a reason why we'll talk about after. But what I want you to do is I want you to take that $20 bill, David, and I want you to look at the side with the White House. Perfect. Now, David, what I want you to do is I want you to fold that bill in half so the White House stays on the outside, all right? Corner to corner, neatness counts, give it a good crease. Make sure it stays folded. Now, David, I want you to fold it in half one more time so you can still see in God at the top and 20 along the bottom. Done? Yep. Perfect. Now I'm going to scooch over here. I'm going to come in behind you here, David, just because it's a little easier. Now again, David, I want to be very clear. I do not want to touch your $20 bill. I don't want to go near your $20 bill. So to keep it safe, I want you to put it in this envelope, seal it shut. All right? Now, the last thing we need to take care of is we need to find somebody to think of someone they are close to. Let's go with the lady right here in the glasses. What is your name?
Donna.
Sorry?
Donna.
Donna?
Yes.
Donna. I want you to think of someone you're close to, someone you speak to regularly, but someone who is not in the room right now. Can you think of somebody?
Yes.
Okay. Just the first name, that's all I care about. Okay? Whatever that person's first name is, I want you to put it right there for me, please. Keep it covered, keep it safe. Don't show anybody, don't tell anybody, especially this guy, he looks shady. Once you're finished, slide in the envelope, seal it shut. All right, so around the room, there are a bunch of little white cards that I don't want to touch either. So if you have a little white card, I want you to keep it face down, but put your hand up in the air so we can see where they are, all right? So if you have a little white card, I want you to keep your hand up so we can all see where they are. The lady right here, what is your name? Kelly, can you please do me a favor? I want you to collect these little white cards for me. Keep them face down, but mix them up as you collect them so you don't know who or where they came from. While you do that, the rest of the room is going to give Kelly a huge round of applause for helping out. Wonderful. Now, we don't need all of them, we just need most of them, just as long as we have a good number to choose from. They should mostly be all over through here. If you do have some that are a little farther back, go ahead and pass them forward. Perfect. Thank you very much. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, you can keep the pencils. They're your souvenirs of the experience. There we go. I think there's a couple over here, Kelly, still. Wonderful. All right, that should be enough. Now, Kelly, I want you to bring those little white cards, the drawings, the words, up here to another huge round of applause. Wonderful. So, Kelly, we're going to get you to stand right behind the microphone. Have you ever used one of these before? Nope. You speak loudly into that end. That's all you need to do. So take a small step forward so we can all hear you, just in front of the microphone. So Kelly, here's what I want you to do. You can give us another little mix if you like, but I want you to choose one card, just one, all right? Whichever card you like, Kelly, I want you to turn it over, look at the drawing, look at the word, remember both. Let me know when you were done. Done? All right. So I want you to take the card you looked at and put it face down in this envelope for me, please. Done? All right. So you have a drawing and a word in mind, correct? It's locked in. You're not going to forget. You sure? Perfect. So we're going to give that to you. Go ahead and hang on to that. Make sure it stays sealed. Now, I want you to pick one more card, but this time don't look at it, all right? We want to keep it a complete and total mystery until we open it up and look at it later, all right? I want you to slide it face down in this envelope for me, please. Done? Yep. Same thing. I will give that to you. I'll take the little white cards. You keep the envelopes. And I want you to collect Donna's name and, sorry, what was your name again, sir? Sorry? David. Donna's name and David's $20 bill to another huge round of applause. Yeah, so go ahead. You can go grab them. So as you collect them, you can keep them. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so Donna, go ahead, pass up your envelope. Thank you very much. David, if you want to bring up your dollar bill, wonderful. Perfect. Now go ahead, hold up to the light, make sure you can't read what's inside. Make sure you don't know which ones are where, give them a nice little mix. And what I want you to do is I want you to stand them on end in this little stand. Just 1, 2, 3, 4 for me, please, all right? Got it? Wonderful. So, all right, so back to the mic. Inside these 4 envelopes is a drawing and a word you have seen, a drawing and a word no one has seen, David's $20 bill, and Donna's name, none of which I have seen or touched, correct? Correct. Let's begin. So let's focus on, do you think more in drawings or in words?
Do I what?
Do you think more in drawings or words?
Drawings.
Drawings. Okay, so let's focus on the drawing. So whatever the drawing was on that card, focus on the drawing, okay? Imagine the lines, imagine the image, imagine if this is something more abstract, if this is something that's a physical thing. Imagine what this drawing is. Try and put yourself in a situation where you're interacting with this drawing if you can. Make it vivid, make it clear. Focus on the drawing. I think I got it. I think it's going to be something like this. Nice and loud to the microphone. What was the drawing? A dog. Like the whole dog? Or just the face?
Face.
So just the face of a dog?
Yeah.
Nothing else?
Nothing.
That is more like realistic, more like kind of like cartoony?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Is that close enough for you?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Give a round of applause. You may have a seat. Well done. That is one down. I think that's this one. Let's move on. Let's move on to the drawing of the word that no one saw. So everyone who drew something, I want you to imagine drawing it again. Make it vivid, make it clear. Focus on the lines, focus on the letters. Imagine the drawing, imagine the word. Make it stand out in your mind. Big, bold, black lines, white background, high contrast. Really make sure it stands out in your mind. I think this is going to be the drawing. And this is going to be the word. What is your name, sir?
Tim.
Tim. I'm going to put that right there. Don't look at it, Tim. Just stand up, come to the edge of the stage. Tim, I'm going to give you this microphone, and you're going to be the eyes and the ears of the entire room, all right? So we're going to open up our mystery drawing. I think it's this one. And we're going to find out what's inside, okay? So here we go. So let's see what our mystery drawing and our mystery word actually is. Okay. So we're going to do this in two parts. We're going to start with the drawing. Nice and loud, what is the drawing?
It's a smiley face with glasses, sunglasses.
Okay, so like a little smiley, like an emoji.
Yes, emoji. Sunglasses.
Wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
It was Tim, right?
Yes.
And Tim, there's a word underneath. What's the word?
Vodka.
So a little smiley face wearing sunglasses.
Yes.
And the word vodka. Tim, is that close enough for you? Thank you very much. Give Tim a huge round of applause, everybody. All right. We're down to 2. David, inside one of these envelopes is your $20 bill. Inside the other is Donna's name. Now, David, one of these envelopes has your money in it. Which one do you think it is? The one closer to you or the one closer to me? On this side. You sure? Sure? I'll bet you $20. You might be right. Why don't we find out? Come on up. Give David a round of applause, everybody. Come on up, David. And we're going to get you to stand right behind the microphone, just like you can. Perfect. Wonderful. Just up the stairs. Watch your step. Do be careful. We'll give you a hand if you need. Perfect. All right. So, just behind the microphone, David. So, we're going to open up this envelope. We're going to find out what's inside. So, in this envelope could be a folded up $20 bill. Could also be a little white card with a name on it, right?
Correct.
So, if we reach inside and pull out a little white card with a name, I want you to crumple it up in your fist, make sure no one can see it, touch it, get at it, anything like that. If it's a $20 bill, I want you to keep it in sight, hold it up nice and high so we can all see it, but keep it folded. Understand?
So if it's her name?
It's your name, crumple it up.
Okay.
If it's your bill, hold it up, but keep it folded. Got it?
Yep.
Here we go. Let's find out what we have inside. Reach inside, pull out what you find. Yes or no, is it a $20 bill?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. So, we keep it out. Now we had you fold that bill in a very particular way. There's a reason why. Every dollar bill printed in the US is unique. Does anybody know why? The serial number. Every dollar bill printed in the US has an 11-character serial number, 2 letters followed by a bunch of numbers, and ends with another letter. The chance of being able to guess that correctly in sequence is around 176 billion to 1, give or take. Now, we had you fold that bill in that way because even if I could see through these envelopes, I cannot see the serial number anywhere on the outside of that bill, can I?
No.
No. Do you remember where you got your $20 bill?
Yes.
Where?
Cornwall, Ontario.
Okay. I want you to imagine getting that bill again, whatever that process was, whether it was machine, whether it was in person, whatever it is. Going up to the teller, going up to the machine, giving your card, punching your pin, walking away with the money. Whatever it is, focus on that in your head over and over and over again. Over and over and over again, like a video on fast forward and repeat, again and again and again and again. Over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. What did you have for lunch 2 days ago? Don't worry about it. Focus on the bill. Focus on the bill. Focus on the bill. Keep it in your mind. Focus on the bill. Make it big, make it vivid, make it clear. Focus on the bill. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What am I missing? First letter. Okay. David, unfold your $20 bill. On the side opposite of the White House, you should see the serial number printed twice. One on the top right, one on the bottom left, yes? In a very clear voice into the microphone, can you please read that serial number for us?
EL33463386J.
Is that it? That's it? Give a round of applause, everybody. Thank you so much. That is for you. You get to keep that as a souvenir as well. Well done. All that's left is Donna's name. Focus on this person. Imagine them here. Imagine how they move. Imagine how they sound. Even try and imitate. Who wrote down the word pig? Very slow hand raise, sir. What is your name? Dawn. Dawn? Stand up. Yes or no, can you remember what you drew? If I asked you to draw it again, could you? What do you do, Don?
Bookseller.
A bookseller. That's enough. What did you draw? Lipstick. So you wrote down the word pig. And drew lipstick. I feel like there's a whole lot going on there, Don, that we don't have time to unpack. Is that close enough for you? Thank you so much. Give Don a round of applause, everybody. Never mind that, Donna. Focus on your person. Imagine them here. Imagine how they move. Imagine how they sound. Even try and imitate them in your mind if you can. This is a woman, isn't it? Yeah. Younger than you. Daughter, maybe? Yeah. Imagine your daughter is here. Imagine she's standing here instead of me. You're having a conversation with her. You're having the last conversation here. So whatever your conversation was that you had with her before you came here, you're having that conversation again. It's vivid and clear in your mind. Focus on that conversation. Focus on how she looks, how she moves, how she sounds. I can't change my mind. So this is your daughter. Only child? No. So there are other children. So why is this one your favorite? You just talk every day. Okay. How old is your daughter? 41. And where is she now? At home. In Houston. Okay. And what is your daughter's name? Amber. Amber. Donna. Is that close enough for you? Give Donna a huge round of applause. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is coming to a close. One of these days I'm going to get that one, but I have to do this first. Have you had fun? Yeah. Laura, How is this doing? It's doing good. Okay, good. Now, since we're wrapping up, before we do wrap up, there are a couple of things we still need to take care of. But before we do that, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone here at the Emerald Princess. This is my full-time job, and I get to travel around and do shows just like this in beautiful venues with amazing people and awesome crowds. So I just want to give a huge round of applause to all the techs, all the people who make this show run, the Emerald Princess, Princess Cruise Lines, everyone. So give them a huge round of applause for giving me such a wonderful opportunity to come and travel and do shows like this. Speaking of, I'm actually on the Emerald Princess again in about 2.5 weeks. So I get to come back and do this all over again. So I'm really excited to come back to this wonderful space. By the way, if you do want to keep tabs on where I'm at and what I'm doing and all the things I've been up to, the best way to do that is to follow me on Instagram, @Newman Mentalism, where you can find pictures of places I'm traveling, behind the scenes, funny things, basically all the stuff that I do while I'm performing around the world. So you can find me there on Instagram, @Newman Mentalism. You can like, you can follow, you can share, send me a message, let me know what you thought of the show if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy the show, the internet is a myth. It doesn't exist. But before we wrap up here tonight, we do have one other thing we still need to take care of. Laura, will you help me with one more thing? Come on up. Bring your little green friend with you. Give her a round of applause, everybody. So Laura, you can put your book or your balloon right there for me, please. Now, Laura, do you like to read?
I do.
You do. What do you like to read? In front of the microphone for me, please.
Whatever that bookseller is selling.
Whatever that bookseller is selling.
I like novels,
You like novels. Okay.
historical novels.
Okay, so like historical fiction, historical nonfiction, things like that. Okay.
Yeah.
The reason why I asked is because I also like to read. And the reason why, Laura, is because this is my full-time job. I travel around the world doing shows just like this for people just like you. And every once in a while, Laura, I wind up, kind of in the middle of nowhere or driving through the middle of nowhere with no TV, no Wi-Fi, nothing to do. But it always seems that without fail, there's these little used bookshops somewhere along the way. So I walk in with 20 bucks, I buy 20 books, and that's what I do on these longer trips. And I brought 3 of my favorites with me here tonight. I brought The Prestige by Christopher Priest. Really good book. Got turned into a really good movie by Christopher Nolan. Have you read it?
I have not.
Have a look through it, Laura. Make sure it's a real book. All the pages are different, nothing stuck together, anything like that. I also brought Divergent by Veronica Roth. Again, really good book, not so great movie, I found. Yeah, good book though. Yeah. Same thing, Laura. Make sure it's a real book. There's no, trapdoor, solar panels, anything like that. And finally, I brought Twilight. Don't judge me. Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. Thank you. Same thing, make sure it's a real book. Now, moving forward, Laura, we're only going to carry on with one of those books. Which one would you like to continue with? Divergent by Veronica Roth. Mm-hmm. Are you sure?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
100%.
100%.
Without a doubt.
No doubts.
Positive.
Yes.
Listen, Laura. I know what's going to happen. It's going to be amazing. They're all going to clap, mostly for you. But the last thing I want is for you to go back to your stateroom tonight, walk through your door, put on your pajamas, lay down, fall asleep, and at 3 in the morning, jump up and say, I wish I would have had one more chance to change my mind. Are you sure you want to use Divergent by Veronica Roth? Okay.
I'm so sure.
I'll take that from you for a second. We're going to make this really simple. I'm going to run this down the side of the book. You're going to say stop whenever you want.
Okay.
All right? Here we go.
Stop.
Right there. So about halfway. Are you happy here? Do you want to try again and pick a different page?
Nope, that's a good one.
You're good here?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, Laura, is I'm going to peel back the corner of the book, and I want you to take a look at the very first word in the very first line. So the first word on the page. Understand?
Yep.
Here we go. So it should be right around there. Can you see the first word on the page?
Yep.
Yes. Is it a word you know?
It is a word I know.
Is it a word you recognize?
Yes, it is.
Is it a word you can remember?
Yes.
Is it a word you can write down?
Yes.
Perfect. I can close up the book?
What?
I can close up the book?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So we'll give that back to you, and we will also give you a marker and a paper pad. Here, we'll just give you amber. So there you are. Now you and I are going to stand back to back. All right? So this is what we're going to do. So go up, we'll stand back to back. So, Laura, what I want you to do is I want you to write down your word. Do write it nice and big, but don't show anybody just yet. So go ahead, start writing it down. But as you write this word down, I want you to imagine what this word means. For example, if this is an object or a thing, imagine interacting with that object or thing in some way. If this is an action or an activity, imagine performing that action or activity. If it's a descriptive word, imagine something matching that description. Laura, do you understand? Perfect. It's not like it and the, like a boring little word, is it? But it's not very long. It's maybe only 5 or 6 letters. Yes. Yes.
Correct.
This is a thing, like something you could touch. This is something you have.
Yes.
You have more than one.
Yes.
You have 2. They come in pairs. Laura, is is this a body part?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, this got awkward real fast. Okay, I'm gonna go with this. All right, Laura, don't show anybody your word, but turn and face our lovely crowd. I'll take the marker back. Now, Laura, I'm going to teach you how to get a round of applause. Very simple, 3 steps. The first step is you take a step. Second step, take your free hand, you throw it in the air. Yeah. The third step, which you're not going to do yet, is you're going to turn your pad around, you're going to show everybody your word, and you're going to say it loudly and clearly into the microphone at the same time so everyone can see and hear what that word is. Understand?
Understood.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Turn the microphone. Here we go. Perfect. Here we are. 3, 2, 1.
Cheeks.
Cheeks. Oh my God, that makes so much more sense. But luckily, I also said cheeks. Give Laura a huge round of applause. Thank you so much. Now, Laura, that was back to your microphone. That was pretty good, right? That was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good. But wouldn't it be better if I would have known somehow that you'd have chosen that book, stopped on that page, found that word before the show even started? That would be really good, wouldn't it?
It'd be kind of amazing.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be better if to prove that I knew ahead of time, that I wrote it down somewhere, like a prediction before the show started? That would be really amazing, wouldn't it? Yeah. Wouldn't it be better if I put that written prediction inside a sealed vessel that has been completely and totally out of my hands and in plain view for the whole show? That'd be bloody amazing, wouldn't it?
That would make it worth coming to the show tonight.
It would, yeah. You know, it might almost be worth a standing ovation. Laura,
Yes.
would you mind? Can you please pick it up, unroll it, and show and tell everybody what it says? Hang on, wait, hold on. That's not all it says. What else does it say?
But don't forget about this.
Don't forget about this. I haven't touched this, right?
Not that I have seen.
Not that
I
you've
have
seen.
had my back to it.
I haven't touched this? No. I haven't gone near this? Nothing's happened to this? You're sure? Okay, let's see what this is all about. Let's have a look at this. So, Laura, let's go back. Let's go back to the beginning of the show. When we all got started, we all said hello, and then the first thing we did was play the fun little game with the 3 boxes. And we had Pam and we had Scott up here. Where's Pam? Pam, where are you? Pam, at the very end of that game, each one of us wound up with one of the items in the box. Remember what you had? What was it? It was the keys, right? Yeah, that's because tonight, Pam, Laura, a woman will wind up holding my keys. But Scott, where's Scott? Where are you? Scott, you had an item as well. Do you remember what it was? It was the phone, right? That's because tonight, Scott, a man will wind up holding my phone, which means that, ladies and gentlemen, Laura, by process of elimination, I will keep my wallet. Thank you very much. But, after this, we did a little game with the 4 envelopes. And in one of those envelopes was a drawing and a word that no one saw. Nobody knew what was on that card till we opened it up, and Tim described it for the entire room. Tim, do you remember what the drawing was?
Smiley face with sunglasses.
Little smiley face wearing sunglasses. And what was the word?
Vodka.
Vodka. That's because tonight someone's going to draw a little smiley face wearing sunglasses along with the word vodka. But David, I gave you a sheet of paper. Can you please read what is on that sheet of paper for us one more time? There we go. PL 33463286J. Is that it? That's it? Give David a round of applause, everybody. But Laura, finally, before the show, I was getting everything set up. I thought to myself, it's my first time performing on the Emerald Princess. It's my first time in such a beautiful venue that's about to be filled with such beautiful people. What a great time to take a selfie. And that's exactly what I did. I stood right over there. I turned the camera on me and I took it. In fact, I put that selfie on my Instagram, @Newman Mentalism. You go see it right now. It's the last thing I posted before the show started here tonight. Or, if you don't have mentalism, or if you don't have Instagram, you can just look on the screen behind me. And you will see, Laura, tonight I knew you would find the word cheeks in the book. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jeff Newman. Give Laura a huge round of applause. That does it for me. Thank you so much. Good night. Thank you. Good night.
Yeah, boy, let's bring it back out here. Jeff, come on back out one more time.